아, 흰색 팬티 뭔가 있네. 아, 위를 왜 못 벗고 있어? 아, 흰색 팬티 뭔가 있네. 우승해라.
My powers, they're draining. Just like Missouri said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of
아이,
things.
놀래라.
We did it. The nether brain is dead. I can't feel the tadpole. They must have all died with the brain. That
그래.
means I can't turn into a mind flayer.
섀도하트 넌 드디어 자유야.
Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with being a mind flayer, of course.
스토커에게서 벗어났다고. 괜찮아. 난 지금의 나의 존재가 마음에 들어. 어서.
You do? Well, all the better then, I suppose.
그래.
I will ensure that all Githyanki know your name and your sacrifice. What you have done today will start a fire that rages across the astral plane.
저로 그냥 가는 거야? 싸가지 없게?
With their lost prince returned, my people will burn away Vlaakith's corruption. And it is all thanks to you, the Illithid who defied a nether brain.
네 가게 둘 걸 후회해. 이게 솔직한 거죠? 솔직한 말이죠, 저게. 하고 싶은 거예요. 그의 진심은.
As you wish, my savior.
그는 정말 인간으로 돌아올 수 없는 것일까? 오, 용이 여기선 차원 이동도 하네?
My people are leaving, and I must leave with them. Come, Lae'zel. We will free the Githyanki and dismantle the Empire. Let them be imprisoned no longer.
놓아줄까요, 레이첼? 어쩔래?
마음대로 해요. 이건 온나님의 선택에 맡기겠습니다.
넣어줍시다.
It will be done. I will never be free while my
싸가지
people
봤나?
are still bound by Vlaakith's chains. Your will is strong, Rastil. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator.
그래. 역사에 이름을 한 줄을 남긴다고 아저씨는. 아저씨는 역사에 이름을 남기는 사람이 되는 거야. 오, 자기 전용 용인가 보네. 야, 우리도 한 마리 주라. 레이첼이랑 바꾸자. 레이첼이랑 바꾸자. 아, 씨, 우리도 드래곤 한 마리 주지. 끄덕. 그는 말이 없었다.
Farewell, Gestil, my liberator.
와우. 이번 저거 하얀 팬티 진짜.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt.
아, 근데 그 왕관 찾아야 되지 않아 우리 근데?
You are a mind flayer, the very thing you sought to eradicate. Whatever self you possess is quickly ebbing away. Your friends and enemies alike are ripe for manipulation. And if
오,
not manipulation,
친구 도적도 마음대로 조정할 수 있대.
Soon you will not be able to trust yourself at all. You will be a monstrosity beyond redemption. Or not. Perhaps you are unique among illithid kind. Perhaps you will retain enough of who you are to resist your nature. A rogue mind flayer. Like the Emperor. The risk is certainly yours to take. Will you?
어쩔래요?
뭔 말이야 이게? 그러니까 뭔 말이야?
응?
나 이해를 못했어요. 뭔 소리야?
그러니까 당신은
응.
이제 괴물이 될 수도 있어.
응.
근데 괴물이 아니고
응.
계속 자제력을 발휘해서
응.
본능에 먹히지 않고 살아갈 갈 수도 있고 아니면 지금 그냥 목숨을 끊어버릴 수도 있어요. 이거 해요 이거.
Your fate will be what you make of it. Now you are your own master. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the
시온타
geothermal.
바닥 어딘가에 있다.
If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. The power of Karsus would be in my hands.
찾으러 가는 건가? 왕관 좀 궁금하긴 하다.
But what then? What would I do with it once I have it?
신이 될 수 있겠지. Yep.
And what kind of god would I be? No kind the world will suffer for the absence of. And, I hope, there are plenty on mortal soil who would regret my absence. If this adventure has taught me anything, is that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, grown quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Misra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
왕관 찾으러
I
가고
am
싶은데.
seldom one to imbibe, but even I shall make an exception on a day like today. I think we have earned it. No?
Yep.
이제 두 번째로 하라고요?
As long as it's still you in there, and you haven't completely lost
오,
your
쉐더
mind.
싸가지 없는 것 봐.
Whatever the next step, the path will still be there come morn. There is no harm in taking a moment to honor the fallen. Then, quite honestly, to sleep.
어. 클라크 설마.
We did it, soldier.
클라크 하지 마.
The city's going to be all right,
안 돼, 클라크.
and so are you.
뭐야, 이거 죽는 거예요, 진짜?
Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do?
모든 면에서 훌륭했다.
So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you.
안 돼, 클라크.
Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my
물에
city
물에 들어가면 안 되나?
with my friends. life is for the living,
그게 맞는 말인가?
and I saw.
물에 들어간다고 달라질까?
아, 물에 들어가면 불에는 안 타겠지. 순행이라고 순행.
Goodbye, son.
아 진짜 죽는 거야?
Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
No, stop. I won't allow this. Karlak, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus. We can't let her die.
지금 하얀 팬티가 저런 거 보니까 진짜 믿음 안 간다.
하얀 팬티만 입고.
You can't.
같이 가자.
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with people who love you?
지옥에서라도 난 의리를
'Cause I'll
지키겠다.
won't touch you.
난
I
동료를
swear
버리지
it,
않아.
Karlak.
All right. All right. We have to go now.
얘도 이제 살고 싶나 보네.
I can't hang on much longer.
Thank the gods you've seen sense. Come, to Avernus we go. Our next adventure awaits.
이러니까 존나 변태 같아. 변태 아저씨 같았지. 호박을 문어로 만든 죄?
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
이제 끝난 건가?
Last night was an experience. But I don't think you've changed quite as much as some might think. I'd recognize that vigor anywhere. It sounds like the city's trying to get back on its feet already. Normal life is returning. Which means things are about to become decidedly more difficult for you. Perhaps you could wear a mask. Say you're a leper or
얼굴이 못생겼대. 아, 섀도우하트 인성 봐. 얼굴이 못생겼다고 가리고 다니래. 할 수 있을지도.
And I wouldn't ask you to, in truth. You're living proof of the sacrifice
와,
you made.
섀도우하트 인성.
But I fear others may not see it that way. After what this city's been through, people will scarcely tolerate
생선 가게에서도 오징어는 안 들여놓으려 할 거야.
mind flaring in it. Do you know what this means?
생선 가게에서도 오징어는 싫어하는데. 3번?
You deserve to be vaunted, adored. Statues in your image should stand on every square. A whole generation of babies should be named in your honor.
안 변했으면
But it will not be so.
라스트 텐데.
All those people you saved, most of them will never know what you did. But you know. And so do I. I'll never forget. I need to get you out of here. It was difficult enough smuggling you in
망토에
here covered in
싸서.
cloaks. It'll only get worse as normalcy returns.
같이 가자 해요. 같이 가자 해.
I can't.
안 돼.
At least not right now.
차였어.
I'm sorry. After everything that happened with my parents, with Shah, I need time to myself.
아.
Time to find myself.
같이 가자 했는데 1번 하자 1번.
That would call for an awful lot of discretion, you know. Enough to make even a former Sharon take pause. But after all we've been through, I really should know better than to doubt you.
이렇게 질척거리는데 같이 간다고?
All right. Let's try. We've gotten this far after all. Just let me do the talking. You'd be amazed what a pretty face can get away with.
질척거린 남자가 이상형인가?
이제 온나님 스토리.
오, 지옥에 왔네. 윌은?
Well, soldier, here we are. It worked.
다행이다.
My engines calmed down. I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got.
뭐야, 벌써 왔어?
Like clockwork. They'll be on us soon. But there's just
윌은 왜 안 와? 윌 이 새끼 왜 안 와? 오, 씨가 피는 거야? 와, 낭만 있다 너. 오, 씨, 존나 낭만 있네. 지옥에서 피는 씨가 하나. 지옥에서 피는 씨가 한데 존나 낭만 있네.
Imps are fast but careless. Don't let them tire you out. Just get rid of them. And don't forget, you asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not.
야, 니 칼을 어디다 팔아먹었어? 왜 도끼 들고 있어? 이야, 멋있다. 커플을 깨고 지옥에 가놓나? 하지만 난 내 선택으로 왔다고.
자, 오늘부로 온나님 손절하겠습니다.
왜? 당신과 섀도우 같은 수많은 애완동물과 밤은 난 조청원에 있는 시골 농장에서 평화를. 아, 결국 같이 살잖아. 무슨 소리야? 아, 결국 둘이 결혼했네.
뭔 말이야, 나 안 보여.
둘이 시골에 가서 잘 살았대. 컷신 보이잖아요.
나만 화면 까만가요?
난 이거 컷신 나오는데? 친구들과 동료들을 모임에 초대하는 편지였습니다. 시골에 집을 짓고 둘이 평화롭게 같이 살았대. 평화로운 신혼생활을 하고 있다고. 얘네 다시 만났네?
못 봤는데. 나 컷신 못 봤는데.
제 유튜브에서 보십시오.
For with thine bond together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far
몰입 안 되네, 저 오징어.
in the months after the collapse.
아저씨의 얼굴이야.
Tonight,
익숙해져야지 이제.
fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
뭐야? 아저씨랑 나만 남았네?
It's good to meet again.
우리 칼라크 어디 있어? 우리 칼라크? 칼라크 어디 있어? 안녕.
Oh shit. Oh my god. He wasn't kidding. With us, you mad bastard, you brought us back.
존나 좋아하네.
I won't know where the fuck we went. Oh man, I can't wait to say hi to everyone. Look at them, the beaut.
겁나 좋아하네.
Rest up, soldier. My tin can will be all right for the night, and you and me will get to sleep with both eyes shut for the
아,
first
6개월
time.
후야.
6 months?
아, 이거 알아서 하시라고 하네.
이제 숨 돌릴 수 있으면 한번 안아줄래?
You don't need to ask, soldier.
아이고 아이고.
There you are. I was hoping you'd make your way over.
I will never get tired of seeing that face.
모험 끝내기 테스트가 있네.
참고로 둘 다 여자입니다. 우선 좀 즐기자고.
Here, here. Enjoy it, soldier. You've earned it. She's got a knight in her, I think. Any trouble and I'll toddle back off to hell quick as you please.
얘 눈이 파래졌네.
Oh, hey. Before you go, I've been thinking about those blueprints we found. Zariel's probably got a load of Cambions guarding that forge. I'm sure she knows I'll want in. She'll do anything to stop me from fixing this thing. I might have an in with one of the guards, though. You may remember my old friend Flo. Not sure she'll help us, but maybe. We might get to come home. Permanently. Maybe even sooner than we think.
Just to see what the rest.
어. 뭐야? 밀릴 누구야?
Seems like a good man.
밀릴은 누구야? 너 뭐야? 누구야 얘는?
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
초대받지 않은 손님을 끌고 오는데 넌 누구지?
You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little.
다른 곡 좀 듣고 싶다.
Go on then.
이거는
즐거운 노래죠.
Fine.
Good song, good company.
레이첼도 왔네.
Wine from the looks.
빠방 호박맨 섀도우 아트. 아, 비공개 대화야?
Not one juicy secret to be heard.
예.
Such a pity.
Well, well. Look what Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy, educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to
아,
meet you.
오징어가 안 풀리네.
어쩌겠어. 그렇게 살아야지.
I did offer, as a matter of fact. However, the Blackstaff insisted I couldn't teach every subject, nor could the simulacra of myself I offered to create for that purpose. So I've settled for teaching the art of illusion. Magic to confound the senses, to render the impossible into reality. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my explosive former reputation. Seem to put the fear of Mystra. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her as I
카사스의 왕관을 미스트라인에 넘겼다고?
and in return she cured me of the orb at last.
아이 뭐야, 나 그거 내가 갖고 싶었는데.
Even now I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling for the first time. Of course, I haven't clarified to my students that the orb is no longer a
오징어가
threat.
돼가지고 간
The legend of my explosive
분위기
capabilities
브레이커.
is an excellent means of controlling a classroom.
영웅이라고 당신은 무슨 소리야?
I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Hello again.
다행이야.
Still, I hoped my students might be a little more open to the play. Oh, they try their best, of course. And they can manage to...
Cheek of them. Nothing a
고양이다.
one-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
반가운
What of
고양이.
you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
타고난 마법의 재능을 마음껏 즐기고 있지. 아르베우누스 나름 재밌더라.
I almost feel sorry for the devils in your path. I mean, I don't, of course. Sure, they deserve it. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps.
나 아직 애들 다 말 걸고 있는데?
Excellent. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay. My apologies. It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your.
클라크한테 마인드 플레이어가 되게 했었으면 어떻게 됐을까?
So, in the spirit of self.
클라크가 못생겨졌겠죠.
아니 못생겨진 것 치고는 세지지 않았어.
근데 그게 경로가 되나? 마인드 플레이어 돼도? 스킬이 안 바뀔라나? 쉐다트 괜찮니?
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
사실 좀 걱정이 많았다. 쉐도하트 맞지?
Hilarious. You could find work as a jester if you stumble upon a noble with more gold than. Oh, come here, will you?
나 안아준다 쉐도하트가. 아저씨도 안아줬어요?
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it?
살쪘대.
Same. In fact, I found a nice meadow not far from where I'm glad you seem well.
그리고 쉐도하트 많이 유해졌다. 초반에 만났을 때는 죽이네 마네 그랬는데 얘도. 레이첼한테도 한번 말을 걸어볼까? 얘는 잘 살. 나 궁금한 거. 얘 한번 궁금하다. 아스타리온 궁금하다. 뱀파이어 로드 됐잖아. 옷 달라진 것 봐, 씨발. 아스타리온 옷 고급된 것 봐. 뱀파이어 로드라고. 너도 한번 놀러 와. 살아있는 악몽처럼 귀엽지. 비단을 모셔두고 삼배를 집을 순 없지. 뭐하고 지냈냐?
Cazador's mansion has become my palace and played host to every kind of banquet and soiree and masquerade.
카사도 저택에서 지내는구나.
And of course, has seen its fair share of hedonism, clandestine deals, and the occasional disappearance. Whatever it takes to build up my influence over those who matter. I'm spinning my web. Power grows slowly, but I have nothing but time now.
야, 성공했다. 카사도 입에서는 얼마 안 했네.
Try to wound me all you like, but I'm so much better than he ever was. I achieved what he only dreamed about.
이제 좀 건방져졌네.
그러니까.
좀 건방져졌네.
내가 좀 꺼도록 됐어.
Finally having a life that's worth living. And who knows what's next? There's an entire world out there, ready for the taking.
누군가가 널 막을 거야. 건배해야겠는데. 그래 잘 보이자.
Perhaps the next time we meet, we'll have grander conquests to toast.
이런 애한테 잘 보여야 돼. 친하게 지내야 된다고. 권력자한테는.
There is a sense of loneliness that comes with power.
발더스 게이트 3이 아니라 4 나오면은 얘가 악이려나?
악당으로 나오는 거 아니야? 카사도어에 있는 거 아니야?
And great new adventures to go on. I will never forget the time we spent together, though. And I know you'll never forget me. Until next time, darling.
오, 달링. 레이첼한테도 뭐 말을 걸어봤다. 뭐하고 사나? 레이첼 어디냐?
여기 있어요. 불 앞에.
My friend, the Hellswalker.
얘는 왜 환상으로 왔냐?
For 2 months, Orpheus trained me in the ways of the comet. For 2 more, I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. But to see your face, it brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
뭐야? 비전 블라케이스의 쓰러트리긴 노력은 순조롭게 진행되나 보군. 지금쯤 여왕을 쓰러트릴 줄 알았는데 오래 걸리네.
We've spilled blood, gained a foothold in the astral, but still we need allies. And one beyond reckoning has made itself known. Zerith Minyaragith.
누구야?
Not a what, but a who. The immortal god king of the Githzerai. An exiled people. Once king with mine, until the madness of civil war ripped our one sky into 2.
여기는 내전 뒤에 뭐 하는 거야 근데? 뒤에 윌 뭐 하는 거야?
관중이야?
뒤에 윌 춤췄지? 윌한테도 말 한번 걸어줘야겠다.
자기 관심 달래요. 나도 관심 줘. 아이, 지금 윌 본다고 대사 못 읽었어.
나도 못 읽었어. 네가 외교해 놨다고.
I was as surprised as anyone.
뒤에 춤추네. 뒤에 계속 춤추네.
아이씨, 킬링 포인트네 저거.
윌이랑 좀 친하게 지낼 걸. 저렇게 유쾌한 친구인 줄 알았으면. 계속 춤추네. 여기 흐릿하게 계속 춤춰.
아, 대사 못 읽겠어. 저 옆에서 꼬득거리는.
윌한테도 말 한번 걸어봐야겠다. 너 빨리 꺼져.
나 여기 있어. 관심 줘. 막 이러고 막 싸움기네. 귀엽네. 윌.
그래. 야, 왜 대사 끝나니까 춤 안 춰요 이제? 뭐 하는 거야 너? 왜 지금 춤 안 춰? 미친놈아. 뭐지? 얘 카메라 나서 춤추나? 뭐야? 왜 춤추 안 춰 이제?
There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
얘 그래도 옷은 입었네 이번에는. 뭐야? 이것도 주사위 던져야 돼? 실패했어.
You take a deep breath, but you don't notice anything beyond the ordinary.
어깨를 으쓱한다.
You don't know what you're missing. The sweetness of honeysuckle, the earthiness of split, a far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's been clogging my lung. I swear, the 3 of us have felled enough Cambions to build a fort. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? If those blueprints work, we might be able to fix Karlach, and she might be able to go home to Faerun.
워라그 힘없이 어떻게 살고 있었지?
I think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for themselves. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself. Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night, or wasting any of the wine for that matter. I plan on...
또 말할 일도 없나? 자이라 블루한테도 말 걸어볼까? 얘는 아무것도 하는 거 없잖아. 이게 그냥 상이잖아. 바알을 버린. 맞아, 내 메인 스토리는 바알이었지. 우리 뼈다구 친구께서도 매우 기뻐할 것이오. 어떻게 지냈어?
busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say? Every major publishing house on the Sword Coast has been vying for my upcoming book on the subject of our
얘는 작가네요.
adventures together. I've gotten quite
책
good
쓰는
at
애네.
replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form. You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
히르 영웅가나. 바알스폰 제2편? 아, 아주 좋아.
I knew you would. Perhaps once the manuscript is
교정해줘야 되는 거 아니야?
you'd even
영웅과
be able to write
나라는
a foreword.
제목이라고 얘기해줘야 되는 거
Better
아니야?
yet,
아니야.
I'll write a draft and you could
무식한
just
것도
sign
뭐
your name. Better still,
사람들한테
I'll
평가
sign it
받겠지.
for you. Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation.
무식한 것도 사람들한테 평가
Mustn't let me
받겠지.
hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
활신이다.
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now our paths cross once more.
자연의 의도대로.
Just as I hoped they would, more like. The Oak Father has been kind to me this past while. Yet I cannot forget it is one that can weather any distance. Any passage of time. I know it can. For I feel the longing for old friends
술이 좀
in my
필요한 것
heart
같다.
each day.
얘도 외로움 타네 지금.
Well, I am not normally given to imbibing, but this is a special occasion. Even the most ascetic of nature's servants would be tempted by such an elixir. But that can wait. Your company is what truly drew me. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
그 얘기는 하고 싶지 않다고. 너랑 내가 도와준 사람들이 어떻게 살고 있는지 말이지.
In that case, our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy
그림자
wasteland
황무지를
into
바꿔놨어.
a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of
그
the past
칙칙한
will be
곳을
entirely
바꿔놓는 거야?
invisible, even to those. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Wraithwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony. Stronger together.
멋있다. 사람이 살 곳이 아니었는데.
Truly. Though a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. I spoke often of balance before. Only now do I realize we welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, but it is a thrilling sort of chaos. As am I. I may age more slowly than most, but I do believe I've gained some new laughter lines of late.
얘네들은 좀 덜 늙나 보네.
Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need
아,
new
얘도
material for
이야기꾼이야
this.
이제.
My reputation is at stake.
약간 그런 거네. 할아버지가 옛날 이야기 들어줘.
할아버지가 옛날 얘기 들어줘야 돼. 알았어, 어디
I
보자.
am all ears, though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
다 말해주자. 6개월. 어차피 내가 그거 하는 것도 아니고.
You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
한번 안아주고 가자.
Always
그래도 오랜만에 만났으니까 포옹 한번 해주고 가자. 프리하고
포옹이 아니라 씨름할 것 같아. 둘이.
아 원래 이런 서로 이제 전우회가 있는 거지. 전우회가 있는 포옹이라고. 목숨을 걸고 함께 여행한 그런 전우랄까. 돌아서서 잘해줬다. 기념품이야? 이 아저씨 나이 먹더니 약간 감성적이네. 감성적인 아저씨네.
그런 걸 옹호카탈이라고 하나?
아니 무슨 소리야 그게.
그런 게 아니야.
나이 먹으면 약간 그 감성이 풍부해지잖아요. 막 그 슬픈 영화 보면 눈물을 흘리고 남자들.
난 오늘도 눈물 흘린다 막 이러고. 원난이도 그래요?
저는 아직 그 정도로 나이가 많진 않아요. 예쁘네 고마워. 감성적이네.
Just a token to remember me by. Now I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
이 아저씨 좀 착하네. 나무로 깎은 오리를 받아. 뭐야? 아이템 다 날라갔는데 나? 아이템 하나도 없네.
이제 끝내게 하도록 하겠습니다.
뭐 아저씨는 더 많은 걸요? 궁금한 거 없어? 왜 오징어 된 힘으로 사람을 기피하게 됐어요? 왜 그래? 오징어일 수도 있는 거지. 오징어는 그거 커버 안 되나?
자, 미더스한테 말 걸면 끝납니다.
말 걸어요.
오케이.
아쉽다. 근데 발더스 끝내는 거 좀 아쉽네. 재밌었는데.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel? I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment.
원하는 거 다 얻었어.
Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
다음 뭐지? 이거 같은데요?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen.
예?
해봐요. 예.
The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
벌레 없는 뇌와 편안한 잠자리를 위해서. 해봐요 아무거나.
To you.
To you. 게일이랑 내 스토리인가 보네.
So, it's time for me to return to the heavens. The question is, do you wish to go with me? To become a god at my side?
아니 난 칼라크랑 같이 가야지.
That is for you to decide, my love. Ambition made me what I am. What drives you, we have yet to discover. Your domain will come to you as you settle into
원단인
divinity.
캐릭터 역캐로 만들어놨는데
I can't wait
목소리
to see what
남캐
you'll become.
목소리라고. 진짜 생긴 것도 수컷이야.
무슨 소리야? 암컷인지 수컷인지 어떻게 알아?
생긴 게.
어? 궁금하긴 하네. 근데 가는 거.
저장해줘요?
저장해봐요.
Then follow my lead.
뭐야? 가는 거 얼마 하는 거야?
Close your eyes. How do you feel?
궁금하잖아. 오, 여기가 신계야?
That's just the beginning. I have so much more
오,
to show
여기
you.
신계인가 보네. 뭐야, 또 키스하는 거? 아이고 저런. 아이고 저런.
아 깨물겠다 얼굴.
이거 키스하다가 혀 깨물면은 잘리는 거 아니야? 저 정도면? 아 근데 여기는 살기 불편하겠다. 편의점 같은 것도 없고 물밖에 없네.
그걸 현실적으로 얘기하고 있어.
아니 그러잖아. 막 시장 같은 것도 없잖아. 오. 불러와 볼래요? 저거 아니면 뭐 어떻게 되는 거야 보게. 전술관 모드로 게임을 완료하십시오. 불러와줘요?
불러와요.
응, 불러와봐요.
영상 나오는데?
뭐야?
미더스가 영상 나오는데?
어?
아 오징어가 아니었으면 어떻게 했을까?
에이, 오징어가 됐기 때문에 세상을 구할 영웅이 되었다. 역사에 이름을 남길 수 있는 영웅이 되었다. 난 안 가. 뭐야? 컷신 왜 이 모양이야? 넌 천국에 오려고 하지 않았으면서 내가 있는 곳을 천국으로 만드네. 끝났나? 아 어차피 끝나네 그냥. 됐다.
Thou art the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst
사막신이야.
truly believe thy ploy would succeed?
얘는 무슨
Didst
신인데?
believe I would not notice?
얘 정체도 나오나?
Thou sought to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools.
Fools.
Everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away.
어,
'Thou wilt trouble us no more. 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 'Thou wilt
쟤는 정체가 뭐야? 응?
끝났네요.
뭐야? 또 로딩 하는데? 네, 발더스 게이트 완결. 정치엔 나무 위크로 가야 돼? 네, 우리 평화를 지켜낸 네 펌킨님, 용 펌킨님과 함께 한 발더스였습니다. 네, 그의 숭고한 희생은 네, 발더스 게이트의 영혼이 남겠죠? 그렇죠? 네, 오늘 발더스 게이트 여기까지 하겠습니다. 끝!